Well, hello, and welcome back to the next episode in my Let's Play series. We are today going to explore a place called Dav's Hope. And this isn't so far away from Jameson's crash site, so you should definitely stop by here after you've done that. What we did in the last video was Jameson's crash site and surface spot prospecting. That was the last two videos. It was a kind of a longer one. I split it into two parts. I did do 3 trips to Jameson. I did suggest that in the video. At any rate, we won't get into that. I did 3 trips. I filled up on some materials. I went back to Antel where that data trader was, and I kind of got about 20 of each. But we did that. I suggested that in the last video. Go back and watch that if you'd like more information on that. But we today are going to explore Dav's Hope. So, we are sitting here in the Hyades sector, DR TAC V space C2 TAC 23, and the planet is A5. I will put that in the description as always. That's where you'll find this. And again, we're going to get to run through how you find this, because I get questioned all the time on this, and I'm super happy that I have a new character and I can actually show you the process on this. So, we are in proximity to the planet. We've got our surface scanner at the ready. Okay, so first step is surface scan. Always. I suppose I didn't have to do that middle one. Whatever. We did do a road to riches on the way here, so we stopped by a couple of systems and got some more exploration data. Always putting money in that bank account. So that's going to complete, and we'll see what we're working with. Okay, so notable signals, 15. Interesting. No geosites on this planet, though. So, we'll take a look-see. Did Dav's Hope come up? No, it did not. Okay. So I would like to take a look at the system map. I always tend to do this. Let's see what are we working with on this planet. Now that we have our scan data, we'll have this information. Polonium, Nobium, a lot of the same stuff we were getting. Polonium is a new one, though. I'm not sure. We might a little bit. Oh, we might do that off camera, but there's a lot of the same stuff we already have a good inventory of, so we might not do that. I think we're probably set for now on the raw materials. But we'll take a look-see at that. And just like at Jameson's crash site, obviously Dav's Hope, I guarantee you it is on this planet, but we can't see it. Okay, it's not coming up for us. We even did the detailed surface scanner, and it is still not coming up for us. So, all you got to do is go down. Go down to the planet surface, and that's it. Okay, it's kind of a extra step. This is a silly little glitch that happens with these sites that they don't actually show up for you. I'm not sure why it does that, but it does that. And I get questions all the time on, no, like I came to this planet, you said, and Dav's Hope isn't here. I did the detailed surface scanner, and Dav's Hope still isn't there. I guarantee you it is here. You just have to do this. You go down to the surface of the planet, and as soon as you hit your glide, like we just have, it's there. See how silly that is? I don't know why it does that, but it does it every time. And now that you have done this step, Dav's Hope will forever be discovered for you. Anytime you come back here, Dav's Hope will just be there. You will not have to do this again. So, now that we have done that, we have to go back up, and we will cover, planetary approach again here. That is a cool little canyon. Maybe we could do some canyon racing or something. Whoa! Okay, so we're coming in. We're coming in hot, guys. We're coming in hot. Alright, and in the Jameson tutorial, or Jameson tutorial? It's not Jameson. It's Jameson. So take that, YouTube. Jameson. So we just simply go back up into Super Cruise. I'm using that gimbal radar to refine my approach so that I can, get into a good position to approach Dav's Hope. And we are still on the other side of the planet, so we do have to do a bit of an orbit. And then you just start pitching down towards Dav's Hope. Control your speed. You know, you don't want to be going too fast. Slower is better than too slow is better than too fast in these situations. And we didn't do it as good this time. We've come in 17 kilometers away from Dav's Hope, but that's still acceptable. So we'll come in. And I will just meet you back down when I get closer. Okay, so we were coming in the landing strip of Dav's Hope. Breaker, breaker, Dav's Hope. This is Cobra 114 coming in for landing. I engage my vertical thrusters and I just make sure that my descent is not too fast. And that way I can control it nice and easy. So we're going to come in and we're going to land right on the strip in Dav's Hope. Deploy the landing gear. This is Cobra 115 on final approach. Do you copy? Dav's Hope. Oopsie daisy. Okay. So, we're going to find ourselves a landing spot. Let's kind of do a little bit of reverse. And no. Can we not land a Cobra at Dav's Hope? That stinks. Aww. The Cobra's too big. We can't land it. Oh, there's a spot. I found one. Oh, right there. We're going to have to be so touchy. No. Look at right there. Ah. No, we lost it again. Oh my god, that is such a narrow. The Cobra's a little bit too big for this, guys. Where is it? We're gonna land this, guys. Okay. Yeah, right. That's the only spot we can land at Dav's Hope. I'm just gonna rock this thing. No. Yeah, I did it. Okay, you can land off to the side, guys. You really can. You don't have to land on the strip like this. But if you just land on the side, you can just drive in. I'm just being silly here. So I am landed straight on the strip of Dav's Hope, and look at this, guys. Beautiful view. So come over here to where it says Dav's Hope. This is your starting position of this circuit. This is a bit of a race. Okay, so what I always do, so you can see there's something there, is I grab this, I go into turret mode, okay, and I grab this data point. That's first off. Okay, so we got some data off that. Or did we? Classified scan data banks. Cool. Deploy your escargot scoop. And there's nothing in the middle. That's why I parked there. You go off to the side like this. There is a bit that sits here sometimes. It's not here today, though. Oh, that's because it maybe it... Oh, no, that's something else. So it's not here this time. But there's another bit right there. Chemical processors. And these change. It's not always the same things. It's kind of like a mixed bag of materials. All the time it's changing. So you want to keep doing this. See, we got this one, that one. Woohoo! And you're going to get good at driving the SRV here, guys. You get that one. Shield emitters. Galvanizing alloys. Get this focus crystals. Look at all this stuff we're discovering. Ah, and there we go. And that's the circuit of Dav's Hope, guys. Now what do you do? What do? You log out, just like so. And then you log back in. I'm only going to run through this one more time. We might as well go over it twice. Turret mode. Scan that data point. Get out of turret mode. Cargo scoop open. And now that one is there again. Grab that one. Grab that one. Nope. Try not to get stuck on this. Oh, I'm going to get stuck too, you watch. Okay. I'm going to boost myself out of that position. Okay. Almost got stuck. Wait. Okay. So that one. That one. That one. Oh, nope, no, don't go down the center. That one. Conductive ceramics. Nice. That one. And as you can see, guys, you're going to get a ton of materials running around here. Now, I would suggest spending an hour here. If you wanted to run your SRV dry on fuel, that is not a bad idea. And just keep spinning around here. Log out, log in, log out, log in, log out. And then just, you know, spend an hour. I'd say, yeah, spend an hour. 17:22. We'll try and check back. Oh, so you can see we're at, you know, 18:19. We're just shy of an hour spinning around here at Dav's Hope. And I'm pretty impressed with the hold. So I also noticed, and I'm not going to pull it up, hopefully you're using Anara and those tools and you're starting to look at the engineers at this point. I've pointed them out. Oh, heat pain. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm getting pretty happy with the amount of stuff I've gotten here. But as I was saying, I was looking at Anara and EDDB on what I'm going to need to do my frameshift drive. And I'm going to need some arsenic, okay, for the grade 5 upgrade. And I have not come across arsenic yet. So I then used a site called EDDB, which I did point out to you in one of the other videos. Basic. Oh, that one's going to be easy to get. There actually is some arsenic in this system on one of the planets. So we're going to go ahead and get back in our ship, and I will come back to you with a little more service prospecting. So I am coming up on planet A3 here. And like I said, I used EDDB, the body search, to find this. I'm not some guru or whatever. I used my third-party tools, and I will pull up the system map for you. And as you can see, I'm headed to body A3 here. And in the info, you can see this is actually an interesting planet. We've got both selenium and arsenic. And for this one, we're actually after arsenic. We've picked up a lot of this other stuff. Ruthenum we don't have. We have nobium. I'm not sure if we have any cadmium, but these three are of particular interest to me right now on this planet. So I'm going to go do some surface prospecting, and I'll come back once we have finished that. So there are no geosites on this planet, so we're going to have to just take the normal surface prospecting approach. I'm going to go and land right in that crater, I think. Yep. Oh, there's another cool looking one there. I don't know, this one's speaking to me. This crater right here, the big one, that one's speaking to me. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna set her down right on that crater. Ooh, we're pulling some G's here. You can see we're coming in pretty steep, but we're gonna be okay. Like you can come in this steep as long as you're not going too fast. Yeah, this crater is speaking to me. Okay, so we're coming in right on the edge of this crater, and I'm gonna set her down. Yep, right there looks like a good spot to me. Wow, would you look at that? Yeah, that's cool looking. Huh? So like I always do, I point my nose towards which direction I want to go. You can see we have the ridge of that, actually there seems to be something right there too. We've got the ridge of the crater right off here. And I was going to go the other way, but right off the bat we've got some sources here. They might be further away than I anticipated. but I don't think they're too far. We've got some sources right over here. I suppose we may as well. There we go. And I got about a half tank of fuel. I burned half of it at Dav's Hope. So, yeah, we're just going to go head over this way. And that should be coming up close. And hopefully we can find some stuff here, guys. We already did a surface prospecting video. So I'm not really going to... Oh, there's two over here. Cool. I'm not really going to do a lot of this, but just... we're handling engineers here. And I know that... oh, see, right off the bat, arsenic. Awesome. That's going to let us do our grade 5 frameshift drive right there. First one we found. Awesome. I think this is going to be a good good planet. Got a good feeling about this planet. At any rate, so I guess I'm going to kind of end this video here, but I would like to go over some stuff. If you are following along with this series, you're going to notice that I don't do things the way the most, you know, and nothing but respect for those guys. I know they're catering to the audience. And a lot of guys, they just want to get into, oh, I want the best ship, and I want the... But, and the thing they are not going to tell you, because it's not popular, is that the best ships aren't the best ships. The best ships are engineered ships, guys. So we're... Yeah, I think I'm going to head back in the direction of my ship now and go the way I want it to go originally. You can go if you want, and we're going to cover that eventually. We're going to get there. You could have already went that way. You got a mining asp and went and mined for about, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 hours in a mining field. And that's what you would have done for the next 40 hours of Elite Dangerous, at least, to earn 1 billion credits in an asp. You could do that. Or you could be exploring and doing this. I mean, I've had fun. I don't know if this is a fun time for you, but this is cool. You're getting to see some of the sights in Elite Dangerous. And we've not even been playing for 10 hours yet. Okay, if I had to put a number on it, I'd say we may have been playing for 6 hours at this point. Maybe 7 or 8. Well, let's call it 10, just to be fair. We may have been playing for 10 hours. And I know it doesn't seem like you got very far, because your bank account is only sitting at about 24 million. But what we are is incredibly wealthy with engineering materials. And once we get to the end of this this series, or I wouldn't say this series, I'm going to continue on with the series even after we get the engineers started. But once we get to the end of this exploration trip, I guess we would call it. It's not the series; it's the exploration trip that we're on. Once we get to the bottom of this, we're actually. I've been thinking about it. I've been going around, and I've been thinking about what I'm going to do. And there's definitely a lot of options, and you can take the route that you want to take. And the first way I'm going to go is into combat, because I have a feeling a lot of people, you know, that's what you want to get into, is combat. Right, so what a lot of people tend to do is they'll just go into the minefields, okay, and they'll mine for, I mean, hours on top of hours on top of hours. Zirconium, I don't have that one. Weird. And they'll go and they'll try and get themselves into like a crate Mark II, or an anaconda, or something to that regard. And what they find is that those ships are still somewhat lackluster. Which is odd, because everybody says that that's the ship to get for combat, right? The Crate Mark II or the Anaconda, right? Like, so you go and you grind out these hundreds of millions of credits. And you buy the ship, and then you take it into combat for the first time. And you're like, yeah, I've got like the best ship in the game for this. This is what everybody says to get. And you find that you still suck. Okay, and I guarantee you that that's not the case. Okay, you don't suck. What happens is you don't have any engineered modules, okay, and the NPCs that you're facing are engineered. So even though you have grinded out all these credits for these great ships, you're still at a horrible disadvantage because the NPCs use engineering and you don't have any engineering. So now where you are is, or I mean, I see this. I mean, this may not be where you are specifically, but I see this all the time. Where people end up is they've now got, say, 50 to 100 hours into the game grinding credits. Okay, 50 to 100 hours into playing this game, and all they've done from the get-go is grind credits. Okay, so, and which is usually in the minefields. Or they do a huge long exploration trip, and they get like a bunch of credits, and they buy a combat ship. It's fairly common, right? You either pick one or the other when you're a new player. Generally, is you pick mining or exploration, because those are the only two things that are going to be able to pay you within your skill set. And that being like, you think that you aren't good at combat at this point. And what I'm going to show you in this series is how to have fun in the shortest amount of time. And whether that be... Did I get that one? No. Stupid mountains. Whether that be in combat, whether that be in exploration or mining, whatever you kind of want to do, you're going to be able to do. If you wanted to be a miner, you could have already. By the time, like at this point in the series, you don't need a whole heck of a lot of engineering to be a miner. I guess that's one of the perks of being a miner, if that's something that you enjoy. And there are plenty of industrial type players that really enjoy the mining process, and yeah, we will cover that. We're just going to cover it later because there are tons of people who have covered mining. We'll get there eventually, but we're going to focus more on how to be an efficient combat pilot as a new player. And in order to do that, this is a required step. So guys, we already got one arsenic. We're coming up kinda short. Got some stuff, but I'm gonna spend some time here, and I'm gonna find a few. We already have 3, so we actually already have what we need to do our. I'm messing around here. We already actually have what we need to do our FSD, so I'm not too worried about spending too long here. I just wanted to grab a few tons of that, and I got that. So we'll be able to do 3 rolls on our grade 5 upgrade of the FSD, which is great. But that concludes this episode, guys. I'm gonna sit around and I'm gonna see what I can get. Probably run my SRE dry in fuel. This is a very rocky place. You can see I'm having some fun with my driving skills. Yeah, we got one right there. But thank you for tuning in, guys. I will come back to you with the next part of this Let's Play. Maybe I should just talk about that here. I'm not sure how I should do that because I don't want to recover the roads to riches, and that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to be headed to Maya to pick up a meta alloy for Felicity Farseer, and that's what we need to actually unlock Felicity at this point. We have most of the materials that we're going to need to do our engineering with her, if not all of them. But what we need is a meta alloy, and I think maybe we'll cover that in like a short video, how to unlock Felicity Farseer. I guess that's why. But just I'll give you a heads up, guys. I am going to use Spanish, and I am going to do another road to riches to get to Maya. It's roughly 200 light years from where I currently am. So there's going to be some jumps. There's going to be some more money coming, and I highly recommend you do that too. So just put in where we are in the the Hyades sector into your Spanish, just like we already showed you. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.